You guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you my prediction for Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski that's happening next week at UFC 294. My prediction is this: Alexander Volkanovski made a big mistake taking this fight on short notice. Yes, I am picking Islam Makhachev to win this fight, and I think he will win in a similar fashion to the way he did the first time around. He's going to win by unanimous decision, 48-47 or 49-46. I just think that you need a lot more time to prepare for a fight for Islam Makhachev. 11 days notice is not enough time. I understand that Alexander Volkanovski, he always keeps himself in shape. He's always training. He's always preparing for a fight, it feels like. You know what I mean? He's not a guy that just slouches and just takes time off and stuff like that. Even though in this video he did say that he had a few vacations, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, for when he made his announcement video or whatever, when he was talking about how he was going to fight Islam Makhachev. And listen, I really do. I'm rooting for Alexander Volkanovski, by the way. I want him to win more than anybody on that fight card. I want him to beat Islam. Like, I'm a big Volk fan. I really like Volkanovski. He has definitely made me into a bigger fan in the past few years because of his greatness. I think that his greatness cannot be overlooked. I think that what he's been doing in the sport is absolutely fantastic. But him testing himself here is going to be not great for him. Because at the end of the day, this is probably his last opportunity if he does lose against Islam Makhachev. This is like his final title shot in the lightweight division, in my honest opinion. Because if he wants to get another title shot again in that division, he will have to be in the division and fight guys like Dustin Poirier, and fight a Beneil Dariush, and fight a Charles Oliveira, and get in the rankings and beat those guys to possibly get another chance at Islam, if Islam is still the champion. I just don't see it playing really well for Volk. Because, man, listen, if he had more time, I feel like this will be a lot more competitive. I think that he can possibly get a split decision victory or something like that if he had more time to train and prepare and had a complete training camp for this fight. Don't get me wrong, he has a chance. He has a chance to beat Islam. He definitely exposed some holes in Islam's game in the last fight, especially in that 5th round where he was able to dominate him in the striking department, and then he was able to have that ground and pound at the end of the fight. And it felt like it felt like that he was the winner at the end of that fight. But it goes by who wins more rounds than who. You know what I mean? And he lost more rounds. I rewatched that fight recently, and I do believe that Islam Makhachev won that fight. I thought it was a 48-47. And it was a really good performance from both guys. I think both guys did great in their own, respect. You know what I mean? I think both guys had a great fight. I think both guys, these literally were the two best fighters on the planet going up against each other. And it's like, how many times are you really going to see that? And now you're getting it 2 times in a row. You know what I mean? Even though I know that Volk just fought Yair Rodriguez, and he's coming off a fight after that, but Islam has not fought since the Volk fight. So he's literally going back to back and fighting him 2 times in a row. But yeah, I think that, to me, Islam is going to dominate Volk in the ground game. I think that he's going to be able to take him down and just wear on him and be able to win majority of the rounds. I really do believe that's going to happen. I don't think that Volk is going to get finished. A lot of people might believe that he might get finished just because it's a short notice type of fight, and these type of fights, there's a possibility that he will get finished. But I don't see that happening. I think Volk's defense is very good. I think it's not just very good, it's great. And I don't think he's going to get finished. But I think that, he's going to get taken down by Islam Makhachev. I think Makhachev is going to be successful in some of the rounds in taking him down. Like I said, it's just not that much time to prepare for a fight against Islam Makhachev. You need a lot more time to prepare for this kind of fight. I think that 11 days notice is just too short of a notice for Alexander Volkanovski. And I think that he's not going to be able to stuff all of the takedowns from Islam Makhachev. Because Islam is going to shoot. The only way, and listen, I give Volk a chance. The only way, in my opinion, that Volk wins, I think he has to put him out. I think he has to put him out in the first 2 rounds of the fight. I think he has to do kind of similar to what Sean O'Malley did against Aljamain Sterling and put him out. I think he has to find a way to possibly TKO him. Honestly. Listen, and I think he could. He could do that. Let's not say that he can't, but But Alexander Volkanovski is not a power puncher. He's not a guy that just puts people's lights out. He's not that kind of guy. Yes, does he have heavy hands? And he was able to, I mean, he rocked Yair big time in his last fight, you know. And he's definitely, you know, he knocked Islam down in the final round. But I'm not saying that, bro, Alexander Volkanovski, and by the way, I think he just had surgery as of recent. I remember that he said that he had surgery after his fight, that he was going to have surgery and he needed to take some time off. Remember, because I think it was in his hand or arm or something like that, that he had to have surgery. So that's another reason why I feel like Alex is not going to have that much power to put away Islam Makhachev. Now, I'm not saying that it can't happen, because it could happen. He has to show top-tier striking. He has to show why he is one of the best strikers, if not the best striker in the game, in the UFC. Because a lot of people put him as the best striker in all of the UFC. Well, he didn't really show that much in that last fight against Islam Makhachev, in my opinion. He has to, like, listen, if he comes in this fight like how he did against Max Holloway when he fought him in the trilogy, this is going to be great for Alexander Volkanovski. Because that, to me, right there, was the best performance that Volk has ever had in his career, in my honest opinion. He completely dominated and shut down Max Holloway on the feet big time. And we're talking about Max Holloway, one of the best strikers in the game. I don't think Islam Makhachev is on the level of striking compared to a Max Holloway. So if Volk could have that type of performance on the feet, then that would be fantastic. But the problem is that Max does not have the takedowns of an Islam Makhachev. He does not have the grappling. He doesn't have the threat of the takedown compared. That's why Volk is going to be overreacting to some moments where he might be shooting for a takedown, and maybe his striking won't be as good as we believe it could be. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping for Volk to win, but I am picking officially Islam Makhachev to win this fight. I think he's going to win by unanimous decision, 48-47. And I think that will be the final time that we see Alexander Volkanovski get a title shot in the lightweight division. I think he's going to go back down to 145 and possibly fight. If the fight goes through, apparently there's been rumors that Max Holloway is going to fight Ilia Topuria for the interim belts. I'm assuming Volk will fight the winner of that. After that, I think that will be the end for Volk at 155, I believe. I think he's just going to continue to fight at 145 after that. And yeah, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you. I'll see y'all soon with another video. Peace out.